So Oregon is distributing the tax revenue that they got through legalizing marijuana in 2014, and I have a breakdown of where it's going for you. It's always funny because I used to say Oregon, and then people were like, "No, it's fucking Oregon, man. You gotta say Oregon. It's not Oregon." You get that with, I used to say Nevada, and they said, "No, it's not Nevada. It's Nevada." Nevada, not Nevada, Nevada. So, I don't know. I have a feeling that either way I say it, there's going to be somebody saying you're saying it wrong. So even when I say Oregon and I say Nevada, I have a feeling some people will be like, why are you saying it weird? You can't win. But anyway, I digress. So here's where Oregon's tax revenue is going through legalizing marijuana. $34 million will benefit, this is from High Times, by the way, $34 million will benefit the state school fund. $17 million will go to the mental health, alcoholism, and drug services account. $17 million will go to the Oregon cities and counties. $12 million will go to the Oregon State Police, and $4 million will go to the Oregon Health Authority. So, in other words, what's happening here is through legalizing marijuana, tax revenue is going towards a lot of very vital, important stuff. And this is good because it makes it so that not only are you funding great things, but now you've also made the state go, oh shit, now we like it that it's legalized because we can fund all these things that desperately need funding. So it's an upside. Now, unfortunately, at the federal level, the vested interests are in the opposite direction. So at the federal level, you have the DEA, for example, doesn't want marijuana legalized. Why? Because a lot of people in the DEA are going to lose their fucking job if marijuana is legalized, so they fight it. Big Pharma fights it. Big Tobacco fights it. Alcohol companies fight it. So they view weed as their competition. So they're like, nope, got to fight against that. So the lobbying goes in the other direction at the federal level. But now at the state level in Oregon, I think you're going to see now the tides have switched in the state of Oregon, in the state of Colorado, in the state of Washington, everywhere where they've legalized weed. Now the state has a vested interest in saying, no, I like that it's legalized because this massive fucking industry was created overnight. Now, by the way, this is incredible. This is the biggest fact. Marijuana tax revenue is expected to exceed $2.3 billion by 2020 in the United States and create up to 300,000 jobs. And that's just with the states that have legalized it, keeping it legal, and no other states legalizing it, which I think as time goes by, other states will legalize it too. But look at that, man. Look at that. $2.3 billion. That's not like, hey, that's the industry. No, that's marijuana tax revenue by 2020. $2.3 billion in tax revenue from marijuana. 300,000 jobs created. Blossoming industry. So there's the arguments in favor of legalizing marijuana from the freedom and liberty perspective of, hey, the government shouldn't have a right to tell me I can't tweak my consciousness slightly when I'm not hurting anybody. There's those arguments which are compelling. But then there's also the economic argument, the fiscal argument of like, who are we kidding? We're creating an industry overnight and having a giant number of jobs, and it's safer because of the regulation, and you also get a lot of tax revenue that can go to a lot of important stuff. So I see no downsides. And perhaps that's why about 60% of the American public now says legalize marijuana. So I don't know what we're waiting for. Let's get it at a federal level and stop with all the nonsense.